film, you play a Russian interpreter. You are from, your parents were from Russia, right?
Yes, that's right.
Are they still alive?
Yes, oh yes.
They are? Have they seen the movie?
Yes, they saw it last week. As a matter of fact, to arrive at my English, my Russian accent, speaking English, I did a lot of taped interviews with my mother, my father, and anybody else. Veronique Peck, Gregory Peck's wife's mother, is also Russian. Oh. So I taped her, asked her to say some things.
Because when you were growing up, there wasn't the words, the scientific words weren't in your vocabulary,
no,
right?
Of course not. No, that's why I had to take the 3 months. Well, I didn't have to, I guess, but I found it interesting to study it again, to study it formally.
Are they particularly proud of this role since it...
I think it's very interesting to them, yes. My mother said she thought I sounded like her.
Oh, isn't that nice? That's nice. We have a clip, and in fact, it's a clip of your interpreting.
Oh, yes. It must be the scene with Sean Connery plays the American astrophysicist, and Brian Keith plays the Russian, and I am his American voice. I am his partner, sort of his astrophysicist, and I'm explaining they are both not quite admitting that both Russia and America possess these incredible weapons that they have to join forces together with to try to prevent this calamity.
Natalie, how about character development in this film? I kept feeling at the end that I didn't see quite enough of you. Did you feel that?
Yes, I did. I think it's one of the difficulties of making a film of this nature, because it would be nice to develop, to get into the relationships more, but on the other hand, it's a film of a certain kind, and I think the script is very good, though, and I think the potential for the relationships is there. It's frustrating because I think the characters are interesting, and I would have liked to have seen how they, would have reacted to each other.
How about that icky, sticky stuff they made you? The mud.
That was horrible.
Did you wallow in that for about 10 days?
2 weeks. Oh. About 2 weeks, yeah.
Gee,
it was cold. It was ice cold, slippery, slimy, yucky.
Well, but it paid off because it was really a good scene in the movie. I know that, a certain amount of privacy is... I don't know whether to ask you this or not, but I'm going to. If you don't want to answer it, okay.
Go ahead.
But you and Bob Wagner, your husband, you had a difficult time and split up. You were both young, successful, beautiful ingenues. What do you think the pressures were in the first place that caused the problems in the first place? Do you know, have you ever thought about them?
Oh, yes, but I mean, it's hard to come up with an easy answer to that. Many people seem to think that, it's Hollywood, or that's the kind of conclusion that's easy to jump to, but I don't think it was that. I think probably we were immature. We didn't know ourselves, really. I think we loved each other very much, but we were not very mature.
How about getting back together? You think it was the growing process that brought you back together again?
It was luck.
It was luck?
It was good chance. It was good fortune. I think we both, it could have easily happened that I wouldn't have known that he was thinking about me, and he wouldn't have known that I was thinking about him. It just so happened that we, by chance, met at a party and began talking, and,
Gee, sounds like a script from a movie. Stephen Krantz was on our show a couple weeks ago. His wife Judith wrote Scruples. And,
yeah.
And he's written a book about Hollywood. He says that it's such a pit that you fall into, that it's just not a good life, that the values are missing and all of that. Do you find that to be true, living there?
Well, I think it can be like that, but I think everybody has to make their own way, and I think you can do your own thing and go your own way. You don't have to rush to all the openings or do whatever, those things are that rattle your cage.
Yeah.
And I think, we were able to spend a lot of time together and with our kids, and we have a boat. So that's a good thing for us, because we like to do things, with our children.
Is it tough for you to protect your privacy?
Well, it's easy with the boat, because you can get on the boat and within minutes, you're away, and it's peaceful.
Is Bob as delightful as I think he is? He has a twinkle in his eye.
He's terrific.
Is he? Is he a good father?
Oh, he's a terrific father.
How about if
he really is.
He? If you could leave your kids with one thing, one thought from what you've learned in life, what would you instill in them? What would it be?
Oh, God, one thing. It's hard.
Well, then, okay, I'll take 2 or 3.
Honesty and a sense of humor.
Yeah, those two are important. How about growing up in Hollywood, though? Is that tough? Is it hard to protect them from all those bad things?
Well, I think growing up today anywhere is tougher than it ever has been. I think, we're faced with problems that we never had before. Ecologically, we're threatened. The atmosphere is polluted. And children at a very tender age are exposed through television to things that, when I was growing up, you know, we just didn't know about. And so it's a difficult time. I don't know if Hollywood itself is that damaging.
You think maybe it's the family unit that's more important?
I think so.
Well, you are a delightful, warm lady, and I wish you lots of luck. And thanks for the interview,
Thank you.
Natalie.